Hello, crafty friends. This is Michael, and welcome to this month's Bundle of the Month collaboration. And we are doing the Love and Courage stamp set, which is a benefit for breast cancer. Here's the card that I've made, and the feature I want to show you is how to do this plaid down here. And you'll see as I move along with this card that I've actually made a couple of changes in how it turns out, so I can show you that. First of all, I've used the pressed flower embossing folder, and I tried to place that embossing folder so that I'd have an uneven edge here. I think that adds to the interest of the card. And it goes on my card base like so. Now the next piece that I've added to my card base is some stripe here. And that goes here as the base for my pleated paper. Now, there's two ways to do this pleated paper. This one here, I scored, it's a 3/4 inch piece, and I scored it at 1 inch, 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1/2 inch, all the way across. And when you fold that, you get a very clean, crisp looking plaid. Now, if you don't want to do the scoring and you're like me, and sometimes I just wing it, I took my piece of paper and I guessed. So I went in about 3/4 inch here, and I just kept folding, and my folds, if you can see here, are sort of about the same length. So where that fold is, I'm gonna just bring my next fold in. And this is not a perfect measurement, as you can see, but I feel like fabric doesn't drape perfectly. And so I like that look as well. So it's not going to be perfectly even. If you like it perfectly even, I would recommend that you do the scoring. Now I started with this as a 12-inch piece, and it's going to be longer than I need, but that gives me some room to work with this pleated piece of paper. Now I like to take some of this tear tape here, and I put it across the middle where I'm gonna lay my pleated paper down. Pull that off to expose the sticky part, and then I'm gonna start this. I'm gonna go ahead and hang over the edge a little bit. I can trim that off, and I'm just gonna lay this down, and it will catch the back side of the pleated paper, and it will maintain the pleats that I have folded across here. Now, if you want to, you can use your bone folder and kind of press that down a little bit. Then on this last piece here, I'm gonna just put some of my adhesive and press that down. And then I'll take my snips and I'll trim off those extra edges. So there is my pleated element across there. Now I changed how I stamped my sunflower. This felt a little washed out, and a lot of times I notice that, especially when I take my photo. So what I decided to do is do a rock and roll technique. So I have my pretty in pink, and I have my strawberry slush, and I inked the full stamp in the strawberry slush. No, in the pretty in pink. And then I rolled the edges here, mostly of the sunflower, in the strawberry slush. And then I took You can use a sponge dauber. I had this on my desk, and I just did a light tap around so that the lines weren't harsh from my rock and roll, and then stamp this down. And every time you do that, you're gonna get a different look. So if you compare these from what I did yesterday, I don't have quite as much strawberry slush showing, but I still like it. So then I used my dies and I cut it out. We're gonna use this to build our card. The second thing that I did was I took the love and I inked it in the soft sea foam, stamped that, and then I hand trimmed that out. So that creates the center. And finally, I stamped this ribbon in strawberry slush. Again, this was a little light and pale here, and I really wanted it to show up a little bit more. So now we're left with just assembling our card. I took this and I popped up these so it would have a little dimension. And I'm gonna center that and put it just so it connects with where my embossing is, kind of to connect all of the card. I'm also going to use the pop dimensionals to add my ribbon, and I'll lay that across that pleated fold there. And then I pulled out the strawberry slush and pretty in pink gems, and these also have a touch of gold in them. And you know, I play with where I'm gonna put my embellishments and I change it around a lot. So this one you'll see is a little bit different from the one in the original photo. But I think I like how that is gonna come together. Now, the final part is to take that love sentiment that I stamped, I almost forgot that, and put that in the center of this here. And now I have a simple card to give to someone who may need a little extra support during this time. I'm gonna just add a little adhesive right there, you can see, because that was popping up. Thanks for stopping by the Bundle of the Month video. I hope you enjoyed it and look forward to other videos coming up.